Hi, this is a little video showing how to do an advanced college search in Family Connections. But first, let's quickly review how do you get into Family Connections. Well, in your My Info page, this is the page that you see when you log in, you will click on the button that says Family Connections. Click on Family Connections. Then you'll see this screen here that's requesting you to log in, and it's saying to enter your email address and password. Well, remember, you don't need to use your email address. What you do is you enter your K-12 username, or this is your WAVA username is the same thing. This is the username that you use to get into your courses that you use to get into My Info, and then you use your same password. Type in the same username and password you use to log into your classes. Okay, so that's how you get into Family Connections. And then once you're in Family Connections, this is what you'll see. This is the home page, right? You'll see these tabs across the top: courses, colleges, careers, and about me. What I want to focus on is colleges, so you click the colleges tab. Then from here, what you want to do is come down to these boxes here, college research, and you want to do college search. This will give you the advanced college search functions or features. So the amazing thing about this is that, boy, it gives you, I'm not sure how many I type, locate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different sets of criteria that you can choose from to narrow your search down for the college that you're interested in. Let's just take a look at how this works. So here we are in the first one where it's school type. So what type of school do you want to go to? Do you want to go to 2-year, 4-year? Do you want to go to public, private, co-ed, or a single gender? What do you want the campus surroundings to be like? So here are the radio buttons that you can select from. If you don't have a preference or you're not sure what you want to do, just leave no preference. If you know for sure you want to go to 2-year college, click 2-year college, right? If you're sure that you want to go to public college, go to, select public college. But, if you don't know the difference between a public or private college, then just say no preference, okay? And let's just scroll down a little bit further. Look at this, religious affiliation. So, if you definitely want to go to a college that is a Catholic college, you would click this off. Or maybe you'd be open to going to a Catholic and an Amish college. So you can see you can select 3 or 4 or 5, a whole bunch of different ones. Now the key thing to remember as you go through the selection process, the more refined you make your search criteria, the more items you select, the narrower your choices become for the colleges that are available to you, okay? So, but the beautiful thing is that you can really narrow it down. Now let's just go down a little bit further. So you scroll down to the bottom of the page, and you'd say next. So you move on to the next, and it'll be, it's going to be location. If you just want to focus on colleges close to a certain zip code, say your own home zip code, you'd put that in there, 98327, whatever it is, and then you select a range, 60 miles, 120 miles, 180 miles, whatever. Or if you want to focus on a particular location within the United States, then you can say, oh, well, I'm interested in New England. Like I've had students that focus on New York, and well, where's New York? Mid-Atlantic. I'm in the wrong place. I don't see New York. They were focused right on New York. Oh, here it is, Mid-Atlantic, New York. So she would just click that. If you're interested in just the state of Washington, or maybe say Washington and Oregon, you can click that off. Okay, and it'll narrow your searches for colleges. Oh, it looks like Canada's in here, and it looks like Puerto Rico, Guam, and is in here too. We'll keep on going further. Now we're going to get into students. Do you want to go to a big school or a little school? Do you want to go to school with 20,000 students, or would you rather go to medium-sized school with 5 to 10,000 students? Does the minority background matter to you? Does the percent of students that attend this school, the residency, where they come from, matter to you? Percent of students from out of state. So, like if you click this button here, that means 75 to 100% of the students would be from out of state. Is that important to you? A percent of male versus female. Would you prefer to go to a school that has, like, if you press this one here, it'd be 75% male, 75 to 100% male. Um, this one here would be 25 to 50% male. So, okay, because remember it says male to female, so the first first value is going to be based on males, the percentage of males. Then let's see this one here. What's this? Well, this is a percent accepted. The percent of students that apply and that are actually accepted. So if you select 75 to 100%, that means 75 to 100% of the students that apply to that college are accepted, as opposed to this one here, less than 25% are accepted. These are going to be like Ivy League schools and schools that that people would really love to be in, but so many people applied that they can't admit all the students that applied. Let's take a look at okay, so here's sports. Are you interested in rodeo and just want to find schools that go rodeo? Boom, then you would click rodeo. So here's a list of a whole bunch of, look at arm wrestling. I didn't even know this was a sport. Arm wrestling. If you're interested in a specific sport, then you can do it this way. Now, if you're interested in specific sports, say like arm wrestling or rodeo or whatever, I would just click this in all the other criteria for for school size, for gender, for location. I wouldn't check any of them off because the odds are rodeo is pretty it narrows it down a whole lot. And then for this is still about the sports. Is it a male sport or female sport, basically? And let's take a look at the next one here. Advanced college search still. Okay, so this is specific majors. Do you want to, I know, do you want to be a teacher? That would be education. Do you want to be what protective services? I saw that one earlier. Here we are, protective services. Is that something you're interested in? Do you want to study psychology? So you would put that there and say, okay, well, look at that, and then it helps refine it and say, do you want comparative psychology? And then you would say, add selected, and would put it down in there for you. And then, of course, you can change these. You can delete or add as you like, The nice thing about what we're doing here is this will serve you for your whole high school career. You can go back into this feature and change it as you wish and see what kind of colleges come out. Now, here's tuition fees. Do you want to, have your tuition be low? Does it really not matter? Sometimes when you were coming to a state, like if you were to go to a school in, say, Iowa or something like that, you might have to pay out-of-state tuition. Sometimes that's higher. So you'd have to make a selection there. And then special programs. Do you want to participate in ROTC, Army, Navy, Air Force? Do you need it to be on campus or can it be off campus for you? Okay, and so on and so forth. And then by the time you get here, you don't have any more choices, so you would press Show Matches. And let's see, what's it say? I didn't really make a whole lot. Let's say location. Let's just come back here and say 60 miles from this one here. And that's the only one I'm going to pick. And then I'll say Show Matches. And number of matches, 0. So I must have, oh, and it says, so that means based on a search criteria of 2 years, distance within 60 miles, 75 to 100% out from out of state. Well, yeah, see, that's the one that probably gave me problems. 25% to 50% male, less than 25% accepted, majors comparative psychology. So this was a search criteria, and based on the search criteria, it came up with 0 matches. If you get that, then you might want to go back in and change something. And so you see I clicked on, I'll get rid of comparative psychology. I'll delete that, and that'll open it up a little bit more. So let's see what happens when I delete that and show matches. If that changes it, I think part of it still says 0, okay? So I'd probably less than 25 to, I'd probably go back and change this one. So it's a process, and we'll say no preference. It's a process, and you just have to refine it. Oh, wow. Distance, 75%. Oh, this one here is definitely going to be a problem. 75 to 100% out of state enrollment. I'm going to change that to no preference. Oh, it's still no. Wow. Huh. Oh, the out of state one I didn't change. Okay. Here we go. It's There we go. Number of matches 20. So picking a 2-year college within 60 miles of the zip code 98327, and there are 20 colleges. Let's see, they should be listed below. Here they are here. Bellevue Community College, Cascadia Community College, Centralia Community College, Crown College, so on and so forth. So now you can start perusing these, or you can add them to your favorites. Okay, I hope you found this to be helpful.